It was impossible to look at a dog with a damaged paw, hit by a car, without feeling pity. He lay in his cage at the shelter with his head down, hoping for a miracle. People noticed Sanford limping on the streets of Dallas, USA, after he was hit by a car. The dog was unable to walk normally and was urgently reported to local animal control. In addition to his injuries from being hit by the car, rescuers found that the dog had a permanent gunshot wound to his right hind paw. Sanford was then taken to a nearby animal shelter, which turned out to be cramped and noisy. The shelter had no money, so no one would treat the dog. He sat in his cage with his head down, looking at everyone who passed by with pleading eyes. With no treatment or special attention, the dog stayed at the shelter for a week, until one day a volunteer from the local rescue center, Dallas Dog RRRR, came by. Seeing Sanford's condition, the volunteer decided not to delay. He was a wreck. When our volunteer approached him, he wasn't even trying to stand up or wag his tail. He seemed to have given up and was just biding his time, said the center's director. The staff at the center decided to help the poor guy, and as soon as possible. They took him out of the sanctuary and sent him to a veterinary clinic for treatment, where doctors did everything they could to save Sanford's paw and restore his will to live. Thankfully, everything worked out. After being discharged, Sanford went to volunteer Karen's foster home. All the way to his carer's home, Sanford rode in the front seat with a smile on his face. It was hard to recognize the once unhappy, abused dog in this cheerful creature. From that moment on, Sanford never stopped smiling. He couldn't hide his gratitude to the people who rescued him. Now he goes for walks every day, plays with the other dogs at the shelter, and is enjoying a life he never dreamed of just a few months ago. At 10 years old, Sanford is considered an older dog, but you wouldn't know it. For his age, he has a very active demeanor, says his carer. He's like an old gentleman. When he is 95, for example, he feels 50. Now, Sanford's good little charmer has found permanent owners who love him with all their hearts.